water. And that's all you need. No products, nothing like that. You're going to shake your head. I'm not manipulating my hair anymore the way that I used to. Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Heyyy. If you're new, if you're not, hey. So this has been a really requested video of mine, and it's how I wrap my hair at night, or how I preserve my wash and goes, twist outs, and braid outs for like over a week plus without having to do anything to my hair. So I'm gonna show you guys because it's like literally takes less than a minute, and when you see how simple it is, you're going to be like, there's no way this works. But I literally washed my hair maybe like 4 days ago. So this is how my hair looks 4 days after my last wash and go. Since then, the only thing that I do is like when I wake up in the morning and I let the style down, or I let the preserved style down, I just spritz my hair with a water bottle with just plain old water, and that's it. And my hair still looks good, and in order to make sure that my scalp is healthy and still moisturized, I just like will put oil on directly onto my scalp whenever it feels like it's getting a bit dry. So what you're going to need for this style, or protective style, or maintenance style, you're going to need 2 loose hair ties and a satin scarf or a bonnet. I prefer satin scarf only because I don't like how tight bonnets are, and I feel like it kind of like pulls at my hairline, and I feel like it breaks the hairs around my edges, so I just stopped using those. But so what you're going to do is, with your 2, I'm just going to put one on my arm for now, you're going to roughly split your hair in half in the back, and this doesn't have to be like anything too specific, because in the morning you're just going to fluff it out. And the key to this is you don't want to do this too tight, because you still want to sleep comfortably and maintain the definition without overly stretching out your hair. Unless of course you prefer a more stretched out look, then you could do this style tighter. So all you're going to do is take your hair, and you just slowly start twisting it on itself. Go like this. And then once I reach like this point, like near the nape of my neck, I scoop the hair on the bottom, because I do like that hair a bit stretched out, so I could have a bit more length. And then with your hair tie, I'm just going to tie it around once, then twice, and then I'm going to do it a 3rd time. But with this 3rd time, I'm going to go and like undo it, but not all the way, and then just leave my hair like in a little puff in the back and leave my ends out. And then I just go like this, and I'm doing this before I take a shower, or do this before I take a shower at night. And I don't cover it with a shower cap because I like the steam to like penetrate my hair and like re-moisturize it. And I find that that really helps with keeping my hair moisturized, is not wearing a shower cap, but doing this style before I take a shower. Because if you take a shower without doing this style, I've noticed that my hair loses its definition, and it gets really frizzy and really tangled. So when I do this, I'm able to achieve moisturizing my hair without losing definition and prolonging the style itself. So I'm just going to do the other half, the same thing that I did before. I tuck my hair behind my ears throughout the day, so I'm going to untuck and lightly twist. And you're just twisting the hair on itself. Then once I reach like the nape of my neck, I'm going to scoop the hair, and I'm going to do this a bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. So I have the hair tie. I go like this once, twice, and then on the 3rd time, you're gonna go, and then you're going to undo it, but not all the way. That way you kind of get like a bun, but the ends are out. So this is what I do, and I'm going to take a shower. But after my shower, I'll just get my head scarf, and I have like a medium-sized one. It's not too big, but it's not too small. I have a big head, so I need a medium. And then I just like fold it into a triangle, if you can see. So fold it in half in the shape of a triangle, and then I go like this. And again, I don't like things really tight when I go to sleep around my head, so I will go like this and loosely tie it like this, and then I'll just like push it back some, and I usually untuck my ears. And then with this end piece, you could just go to sleep like that, but I tend to tuck it under the first eye, so it's like that, because I notice if I don't tuck it in, sometimes when I'm sleeping and I'm like turning, it'll like catch onto something and then come off, and when I wake up in the morning I won't have my bonnet. I do sleep on satin pillowcases, so technically I guess you don't need a bonnet, but I find that if I just sleep on my satin pillowcase, there's like more roughness to my hair. Like it's not as in place as it is when I wear a scarf. So yep, and then I'll show you guys what I do tomorrow morning. I'm about to go take a shower and go to sleep because it's like 3 a.m. But I really wanted to get this video out for you guys because it's been long overdue. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Bye. Hey guys, so it's the next morning and I wanted to show you guys how I refresh my hair and how I take it down and shape it and style it the night after sleeping on it. So like I said in the video, after my shower I just put my scarf on before I go to sleep. And these are the 2 puffs in the morning. My hair itself has like flattened out, that's just from sleeping. So all I do is I take the hair ties out, and then from this point you're going to shake your head. Okay, so we've reached this point, and at that point, or at this point, what I do is I grab my hands and I make these like claw shapes, and I'm not going to run my hands or my fingers through my hair. Instead I'm going to go in and kind of like zhuzh it, like push it. So just go like that, and then with the back, because it was like sectioned into 2 halves, I'm just going to like pull the left side over to the right and then the right side over to the left to like bring it back into one. And then what I will do is I'll like go in with 4 fingers, and in the very nape of my neck and the back of my hair, I'll hook my hand under the hair and shake it like that. So I'm just going to do that, shake, and then I'll just do that like around the base of my hair and go back in with the claws and just kind of like push it in different directions, shake it again, and go like this. So at this point the front pieces of my hair are still like pulled back from the stretched out, or from sleeping on it and it like stretching out. So I'll be right back. I'm going to get a little spray bottle of water. Okay, so I just got back. What you're going to need, you don't really necessarily need it, but I like to use it. I have a pick. You could use a pick or a wide tooth comb, either way. I just really like a pick for some reason. I feel like it does a better job for me personally. And you're just going to need a spray bottle with water. And that's all you need. No products, nothing like that. So with the water, you do want to be careful, because if you apply too much, you risk losing definition and your hair shrinking back up. So we're trying to like retain length from the stretched out style. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wet the perimeter of my head and not too much. So after I wet it, I'm going to go back in with the claw and go like that, and then I'm going to get my hand and just pull at it in the opposite direction. Okay, you can see that I already like fell back into the position that I prefer it in, and you just keep shaping it. Next I'm going to get the water, and I like to spray this part because if you can see, it's like a bit puffy and there's some like dry product. So what I'm going to do, sorry about my cat, she likes the spray bottle for water. So I'm going to spray down my part like this, just a little bit, and then with my fingertips I'm just going to push the hairs down so that you can see the part and it looks a bit more like crisp and fresh. So that's what I do. Then right now my hair looks like I'm satisfied with it. As you can see, this is what it's looking like. Side, other side. Still lots of definition. And with my bangs, because they're a bit stretched and they're like going to my eyes, I'll grab them like that and just scrunch them together so they're not as long. And just play with it, see what you like. And then from here, I always just tuck my hair behind my ears so I can have like a bit more of a shape. And that's it. So on the days when I feel like my hair is stretched a bit too much, I'll go in with the spray bottle and I'll just like lightly mist the perimeter, like all of my hair, and don't touch it. Once you spritz your entire head, if you do decide to do that on certain days, you don't want to touch your hair. You don't want to go in with the claws and like shape it, because you're going to risk manipulating the definition and losing it, and then it just turning frizzy. So if I were to like spray my entire head of hair that day, I would just let it dry, and then once it's dried, then I would go back in with the claws and like shape it up. So I didn't do that today, so I can like go back in and shape it as I see fit. And with the pick, I already have a lot of volume, so I don't feel the need to go in with the pick. But during like the first and second day after my wash day, I do tend to go in with the pick to achieve more volume. But the longer you do this, like I do this every single night when I go to sleep, the more days that pass, you won't need the pick, because your hair will naturally start getting more and more voluminous as the days progress. So yeah, this is how I preserve my wash and goes. I do the same thing with braid outs and twist outs. I will say that with braid outs and twist outs, it does not last as long as washouts, because with the braid outs and twist outs, I've manipulated my hair to the point where it loses definition way faster than my wash and goes. So with the wash and go, this could literally last me, well, I tend to like let it last for like 2 weeks. My wash and goes, using this method to preserve my hair at night. 2 weeks is usually the longest I'll wait until rewashing my hair, and that's just because I like to like wet my scalp and oil it and apply products and stuff like that. But honestly speaking, if you wanted to go longer, you could just, like I said in a video earlier, you could just get your oil and like grease your scalp with this and still do the styling at night and have your wash and go last for like a month if you really wanted. I don't, because my scalp is a bit like temperamental at times, and I honestly just don't mind washing my hair after the 2 week mark. So yeah, I hope this helps. Like I said in the beginning of the video, this is like one of the easiest ways I have found to preserve my wash and goes and my other styles. I never was able to successfully pineapple my hair because of the way my hair is. Once it's stretched in a certain way, it won't go back, like it won't fall back down. So with like putting my hair all the way on the top of my head, it would just stay like that. Like my wash and goes would never last me for but 1 day, 2 days max. And with this style, I've noticed it's way less tension on my hair. My hair isn't like breaking off around the perimeters like with the pineapple. I feel like it was too much tension for my hair personally. And I'm able to maintain definition, which I was never able to do. I was always like, I always wondered how natural haired people were able to, I was always wondering how natural haired people kept their hair cells for like over a week, because I was never able to in the past. But after learning this method, I was like, okay, now I see how they do it. It makes total sense. You're not using as many products, you're not experiencing hair product buildup or anything like that, and your hair is just breathing. I love this method of keeping my hair natural. I feel like this in itself is a protective style, because I'm not combing my hair, I'm not brushing my hair, I'm barely touching my hair except for at night and in the morning when I'm like lightly twisting it on itself, and then in the morning when I like go and like zhuzh it up to get it back to this shape. But I feel like if you do this can be a great protective style rather than doing like twists and braids and all that stuff, because you're not really doing much with your hair. You're kind of just like letting your hair be in its natural state, no manipulation basically. So yeah, I've noticed that this has really helped my hair grow because it keeps my hands out of my hair. Like I'm not touching it throughout the day really. I don't let other people touch it, which really helps. But yeah, If you do decide to try this method, let me know in the comments if it works for you. I really hope it does, because for the longest time I didn't have a way of preserve my styles for more than a day or two without having to like re-wet it in the shower and redo the style from the beginning. So with this process, I've completely eliminated that, and I've been able to successfully preserve my natural hairstyles for way longer than I had in the past, and I'm not manipulating my hair anymore the way that I used to. I really do hope that you enjoy this video. Like I said, this video has been long awaited. I've been just forgetting, because honestly I do it unconsciously. I do it without really much thought at night, and by the time I finish, like I said, this takes 1 minute, I'm like, oh, I forgot to film it. So I made a point to film it. I hope you guys really enjoy this. Let me know again down below in the comments if you try it and if it works for you. I really hope it does, because like I said before, I didn't know how to preserve my hairstyles, and I feel as though some people, like the most prominent method that I've seen online has been the pineappling method, or just like putting your natural hair in a bonnet and sleeping on it. Whenever I did that, my hair would just like get flat and never come back. Like it would never fluff out again the next morning. But with this method, it fluffs back out in the morning. It looks fresh, it looks good, it looks moisturized, it doesn't look frizzy, it's still defined. I like frizz. It just depends on how I'm feeling. Like if I want a more or less defined wash and go, I'll just like undo the clumps or the defined curls. But yeah, we're almost at 500. The goal is 1,000, hopefully soon, but we're almost at 500. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.